It's Monday. Daddy's already left. Buddy, I had a rough night. You wondering why I had a rough night? This little baby spent the night and he needed to sleep on top of me. And he woke up at 1 in the morning. Being a mama, I obviously have experienced the whole let's get up in the middle of the night thing, but it's been a day or two. So I'm super tired. Like when I got up with John to make his breakfast at 4:15, I was just like, I look rough even now. I mean, look at my hair. I look pretty rough right now, but it's all good. There's worse things in life than looking crazy. So the last 3 days, John has been off, and it has been some of the most fun 3 days we've had in a really long time. Like obviously, you've seen what we done Friday. Saturday, we went to praise team practice. A lot of you guys asked me yesterday on the stream and have been asking for a while when I'm going to be singing at church. June 25th. June 25th, the stream will start at around 11 o'clock in the morning, and then I will be leading praise and worship. Now, that being said, Saturday we went to practice. We didn't even get a full 2 hours in of practice. And if you've ever been a musician or you've ever practiced music, you know that 2 hours might get you a song and a half. So here's the fun part. We have a new musician who we've never played with before. We've not played with each other in over a year. We are learning 3 new songs. We practice for an hour and a half of Saturday. And the next Saturday that we're practicing is the day before we do praise and worship. So can't guarantee what it's going to sound like. Can't guarantee how good it's going to be. But we're going to give it a whirl. We're going to give it a whirl. So that's what we done on Saturday. We also rented a movie. We watched the new Beauty and the Beast movie and hung out with the kids and we just had a lazy afternoon. It was great. And we also did this. Oh, move, Olivia.
Move, Woody. Hold on, Buster. Put your arms in it. You ready?
So Daddy was the one who decided we needed to slip and slide even though our ground is completely flat. So the only way that they could slide is number 1, we had oil on it. And number 2, Daddy pulled y'all with a dog leash. Yeah. So Sunday, of course, you saw that we went to church. Afterward, we went out to eat with family at a Mexican restaurant. Came home and more family came over. My cousin Jason came over and he checked out my garden. If you guys don't remember Jason is the one who took my chickens. And he has, I guess by farm standards, a smaller garden, but like my standards, it's ginormous. He has 12 100-foot rows of corn. He has 128 tomato plants. Like he's got a big garden. And he came out and looked at it and he told me, he was like, I mean, it looks fantastic, CB. He was like, you're doing a good job. And in case you're wondering, CB is my nickname. It stands for cherry bomb. My mama gave it to me when I was a kid. You can guess why. So that is what we done Sunday. And today we are going to go out. I'll show you guys what we done in the garden. Over the weekend, we hoed the garden. And we also trellised tomatoes with Dad. Or not tomatoes. We trellised the cucumbers with Daddy. Yeah. And we tried to stake up the peas a little bit. So all that being said, I am going to lay here and try to take a little bit of a nap, I guess you would say, until the kids all woke up. But the first of many is awake because John's little cousin Gabrielle spent the night too. So I'm here alone with 5 children and I have to clean the house because I didn't clean all weekend. Go me. You gonna help me clean? No. Why?
Because I hate cleaning.
I do too. So are you going to help me?
If you want to.
The sunflowers are doing well. Facing the sun, of course. And then I'm going to show you the coolest surprise of all. So we took a little trip up through the corn. And I was showing Jason all the cornfield. Trying not to get eaten alive by bugs. So before we moved here, the people that lived here before had a bunch of crap over here on the side of the building. Well, we've never touched it. We just kind of left it. And it's overgrown. But if you look, we discovered growing, my camera will focus. We discovered growing blackberry bush. So I now have blackberries that will be ready at some point. I don't know if you can see. Ta-da! And those are growing wild, so I'll just come over here and harvest those. No big deal. One cool thing I have discovered that before I started looking into the homestead movement at all, I never knew anything about, was you would be amazed at what is growing in your yard if you'll just stop mowing it all the freaking time. Like, I kept my yard mowed all the time. There was never anything, nothing ever grew, nothing ever came up. And honestly, I didn't pay any attention to it, even if it did. But now I'm paying attention, and as I pay attention, I'm finding all these really cool things just popping up. Plants, fruits, things you can eat. That's not something you normally pay attention to. Had a cat run past me. That's not something that you normally would notice if you have the typical American subdivision backyard that's mowed and manicured and mulched. So it's exciting. It's exciting to get all these discoveries of things that will pop up. There's a new Snapchat filter that turns your hair gold, but I don't think I look very good blonde. I look weird. I don't like it. Nope.
So this is me totally procrastinating. It is like 12:30, and not only have I not fed the kids lunch, I have not cleaned the house. I do at least have laundry going. And what's sad is I keep telling myself, oh, I have several hours before John gets off work. He'll never know that my house is a wreck right now. But he's gonna know, because he looks at my Snapchat.
For me to go out in this humidity one time and then I remember why it is I'm not off grid. It is too freaking hot to not have air conditioning. It's like 94 degrees with 100% humidity. So we just got back. I got that cat carrier, rabbit carrier, whatever you want to call it. I picked it up and then I took the kids and got them a slushie. Came home and I've been going out all afternoon long and taking cool water to my rabbits and quail and chickens. Because it is so hot, I continuously go out there and refresh their water. They seem to be grateful. I've also got them some frozen veggies out there. The next time I go out and check them, I'll bring you with me so that I can give you an update on all the babies. I've not done that yet. But it's like 4 something and I need to get up. Like, I'm not sleeping or nothing. I'm just laying here trying to cool off. But I need to get up and cook dinner and get everything ready for Daddy to be home. I hope I can go to bed early tonight. I'm tired. I'm doing the barn chores kind of in the dark. We kind of made like an abrupt surprise trip to go see Jason to give him the silky chicks that he decided he wanted. So I'm in here. I'm going to close the barn down for the night. I wanted to show you, of course, the trip, and I got to see our chickens. So let me show you that real quick. Giving the chicks to Jason. So we've come to their house, so I get to go see my chickens. It's a lot more work than I put into it. Hey, you babies! You wild man. Look at them chickens. You think we got something for you? She's just content for me to sit here and hold her. As long as she gets to see what's going on. Hi, babies! Hi, George. I know you're not friendly. You are far from friendly. Maybe it's because they thought you were a girl. Luna bird.
Looney bird.
Be easy. What you got?
Is that baby chick?
Hey, go in there and get that other chicken. You see it?
Got baby chick?
You see that other one she raised it?
As you see, I was beyond thrilled to see my babies. They're not so little anymore. Everybody's huge. And George, I don't know if some of you guys have been following me for a really long time. You remember that I got 2 little Buff Orpington chicks from the Tractor Supply, and only one of them was a pullet like it was supposed to be, and the other turned out to be a rooster. And he went from little rooster to ginormous rooster, and George is one mean sucker. So, but it was nice to get to see him. And of course, my favorite, one of my favorite chickens kept insisting on coming in the barn, and that's the one you see me holding. So she wanted to see me, and I miss them. I miss them. It makes me sad. I'm glad that they're in a good home, and I'm glad they're happy, and I'm glad I still get to see them, but it does make me sad. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up barn chores. Love you guys. Check out the social media links down below. I love you, and until tomorrow, see you in the morning. Just kidding. Make sure you check out all of our social media links down below, and until tomorrow, we love you. Bye.